Hey guys, I'm Mix Luigi, and welcome back to me not being sick. This series will never have an official title. I swear to God, dude. One of my friends actually. Oh, this is so funny. One of my friends told me the other day I was trending on Twitter, and I was like, "What? No way!" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, look." And he showed me a screenshot of direct deposit trending on Twitter, like in the politics section. Oh my God, it was so funny. Thank you, Preston. Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, being sick was crazy. 'Cause I was sick for like, okay, well, cue my computer if you can hear it. Jesus. Freaks out all the time. I'm so tired of that bullshit. Um, yeah, so originally it was probably because my friend visited from Mississippi and he was sick, I guess. And we were like, oh shit, what if it's COVID? So we were sick for like almost a week. It was like 6 days, I think, before we got tested. Because we were just so sick and we didn't want to like, we were like coughing all the time and like, I mean, this may be TMI, but like there's so much phlegm. We had like, we had these like bags. So we had a paper bag and a plastic bag. Plastic bag on the outside, paper bag on the inside with like tissues in it. And we would like put our used tissues in there and like spit in there. It was gross. And we felt awful. I mean, we didn't want to do nothing. We didn't want to. Yeah. Anyway, I still have a cough and it's pretty bad. I mean, sometimes I have to, in the last 3 days, my voice is just now coming back to where it's like okay, and that's why I didn't want to record anything because I sounded like absolute shit. It was really gross. I didn't want anyone to hear me because I knew I was going to cough and like hack up shit and sound horrible. And I was like, I can't record right now. I feel awful, and this is going to be awful. So I tried to I tried to make the update video okay, but I just had to like when you don't have an editing software, which I could probably get one easily. I just don't. I feel so bad about spending money sometimes because I feel like maybe I've wasted it because I know how to do stuff, but I could just learn. I don't know. I have a lot of trouble taking steps in life because I've got all this crap going on, but I don't have a whole bunch of money and stuff. You know how it is, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, I didn't want to record when I sounded awful. And then I mean, we were. I didn't think I had gotten my dad sick because I was sick for 2 or 3 days and he wasn't sick. But then like on the third day he was like on the second day he was coughing a little more and I was like oh shit. And then on the third day he was sick, but I was already like really sick and I was like oh shit, sorry. And he's like it's all right. So we went and got tested after like 6 days of being like oh this is the worst, and then we finally were like okay, we feel okay enough to go to the hospital and like get tested. And oh my god, we were looking online about where to get tested and if it cost anything, and how fast you would get the results and all this bullshit, and if they take insurance and all this crap. And we ended up having to get the test that takes like a whole fucking week still to get the results. Like they have this new test where you can get the results in like a day, and we were like, oh, that would be cool. And it's like, oh, that's like $200. We're like, fuck, okay. So then they were like, oh, by the way, you have to quarantine after you get tested. And we're like, oh, great. Now we couldn't go to work because we were sick as hell, and now we can't go to work because we're quarantined, which was awesome, by the way. But part of me wanted to be COVID positive just to get out of work for another like 2 weeks. But I was also really worried about my dad actually because I really didn't want him to get COVID because he's had some heart problems, and I was like, this would be really bad. So I'd rather just go to work. So the fucking I don't even know. God, I was so I was so upset about it. Have you guys ever been tested for COVID or tested for the flu or anything like that? They stick this fucking like yardstick long fucking thing up your fucking nose, straight into your nose, and jiggle it around, and they have to do it in both nostrils. And oh my god, if it's not the worst thing that's ever fucking happened to me in my life. God, like I hate it. It's so awful, and it's like you get a headache immediately, and it's the fucking worst. And they wanted to test my dad for the flu also for some reason, I guess. I don't know why they didn't test me for the flu. I guess because he was still um, he was sick. He got sick after me, and he was still a little bit sicker than I was when we got to the hospital. So like I had had it done before, and I was like, oh my god, this is going to be the worst. Oh my god. And I got like clammy hands, which is, I get nervous at doctors' offices and the dentist when I think I'm going to be in pain, which I was fucking in pain. It's the worst fucking shit of all time. Oh my god. But anyway, so they did it to me once in each nostril, and I was like, oh my god. And dude, she was in there fucking poking around in my nose for like, it felt like 8 fucking years, dude. Like in each nostril, she was like, and then she was like, and I was like, oh my god, bitch, please. Oh my god. And I'm like, of course I wouldn't say anything about it to this woman, but I was like, please just kill me instead of doing this. I hate it. Have you ever gotten those fucking things stuck up your nose? Jesus Christ. And I had got it done before, and my dad had never got it done, and I was like, telling him that it sucks. And he was like, so they wanted to test him for the flu, so they did it to him fucking twice. In each nostril, dude. 1, 2, 1, 2. So they could have one for the flu and one for the COVID. Why? I don't know. Why couldn't they have just tested, you know, tested the same thing for 2 different things? I have no idea. But oh my god. He was like, I'm gonna need to go get some aspirin. We need to go to the fucking pharmacy and get some aspirin. I was like, yeah, I bet. And I was like, listen, it's gonna be the worst thing that's ever happened. And when after they did it to him, he was like, okay, it wasn't the worst. Because he went first, you know? And I was like, that doesn't make me feel better that it wasn't the worst. That, you know, you could have said anything like it wasn't that bad or that's not as bad as I thought. But you said, no, it wasn't the worst thing that's ever happened. And I was like, oh God, it's going to be worse than I remember. Oh my God. Oh God. And it was, I mean, I can't tell you. I hope to God you never have to get tested for COVID or the flu or anything using those fucking nose swabs that go literally probably 2 inches into your fucking nose. Jesus, it hurts. God, anyway, sorry, I didn't want to rant about that for this entire video. And I didn't want to make this super long, because I got to record like 4 of these. Not all at the same night. I'm just going to be recording them more often than usual so I can get back up like a, what do you call that? A buffer. So for the amount of time I was sick, I thought, oh, I'll be better in like, probably I'll be 100% back to normal in like 5 days. Well, that didn't fucking happen, obviously. So I ran out of videos to edit and upload just really quick, and I was like, oh shit. Because because I started doing them every other day, I was uploading like the one I recorded like almost a week ago each time I would upload a new video. And I was like, this is good. If I ever have to like do something else or whatever, I can have a buffer a little bit. Well, no, now it's fucking gone. So I'm still going to be uploading them every other day, though. You should get... Actually... Oh shit! I need to upload one that I recorded like 2 weeks ago, so you'll probably get that. I don't know, the fucking 19th or something. I don't know, 19th of March, and you're probably getting this. Hopefully, you're getting this on the 21st, honestly. But anyway, yeah, that's been. Oh, also, my workplace has been freaking out because we've been down a manager and down a driver, being me. I'm not the manager, but like one of the managers is on vacation, and I was like, oh great, this had to happen the same time he was going on vacation. Great, cool. Oh, God. So that wasn't good. So I was a little stressed about that, along with being sick for a while. But man, and you know, I mean, I'm kind of excited to be making stuff again because I was kind of, I don't know, I've been doing like nothing for like 2 weeks, and I don't have the same like discipline as like Markiplier and Crank Gameplays. So I was like, oh man, I don't want to have to record stuff. I just want to like play Minecraft and watch videos. But hey, you know, I'm dedicated to this, and this is like my dream and my passion. It's it, so I got to do it. You know, listen, you can follow your dreams and do stuff too. It doesn't. I promise you. However bad you think it's going to be when you do something compared to other people, or however hard you think it's going to be, or however like waste of time you think it might be, it's not. It's totally worth your time, and it'll be good, and you can do it, and it's not that hard, I promise. Follow your fucking dreams, no matter what they are, because you're great. And before I go, I saw like an article like 5 years ago about how like water can have a fourth state of matter if it's like at 140 degrees or some shit. And I was just like, oh my God, that's really cool. And I remembered it. And I wanted to look it up for this because all of my other tabs are fucking boring or the same that they've always been for the last, month. I haven't changed I haven't looked at or closed any of these tabs for a month, except for the YouTube tabs. Because all I ever do is like watch YouTube or make YouTube videos or go to work or whatever. But like anyway, this is actually an interesting tab, and if you like science and stuff, I would definitely check this out because I'm about to actually check it out myself, and I'm sure it's going to be so fucking cool. I just love science. If that wasn't already clear by that fucking 20-minute video of me talking about elements, elements that no one's ever fucking heard of because they're new. And I mean, once you get out of like high school or college, who gives a shit about the periodic table, right? I mean, I guess that's the normal idea. But like, dude, it's so cool to me, like just to like learn about science stuff like that. Anyway, I'm glad to be back. I hope you enjoy the videos, and tell me in the comments if you liked the update video, and I'll try to do stuff like that more often. But I usually have to like play the music in the background on a YouTube tab. I mean, why don't instead you tell me in the comments to buy a fucking editing software, and maybe I'll do it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, subscribing helps me a lot, and liking and commenting and telling other people about it. I feel kind of cheap saying stuff like that, but it really would help me a lot. Also, if I will never change my stance on the bell. Who gives a shit about the bell? But if you want notifications, it would be cool. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you later.